What's up, guys? Kelso here, and welcome back to another MX Bikes video. We're finally on the Suzuki 250. Yeah, back on Hangtown. I think this is a perfect match just to see if we can at least run a qualifying time with this setup. The real biggest thing with this bike is it's just heavy, and I feel like it's the slowest bike out of the bunch. But I'm gonna try my best to get this thing to qualify. I think it can be done. I think it definitely can be done. So we're gonna be on that stock first, stock first, and then 3 laps, and then etc. And yeah, we'll see from there. So I don't know. Suzuki, it has my heart just because of how planted it is, but it's so slow at the same time. That's the sucky part for sure. But honestly, I don't see the stock version not being that too far off from what my setup is. Maybe a little. Maybe front tucks here and there I could only imagine, or something simple. The gearing is definitely the biggest thing right now. It's just super short gearing, so it's kind of hard to kind of get that power. It definitely has a torque, but the power or the straightaway power is going to be a little hard to get used to until I get back on the setup that I have. But so far, bike's feeling pretty good. I would say you could run this bike damn near just stock if you wanted to. The only thing has changed maybe the gearing, but we'll see as it goes, see what we can run just absolutely stock. But the suspension already feels like top tier. I think, honestly, oh, never mind. As I say that, we literally leaned over too much and couldn't get it up. But I don't think that was a suspension thing. I think that was just the bike too leaned over and tried to get all the power too quick. But I do think the suspension on the Suzuki comes so planted already, or I don't know if the heaviness of the bike automatically does that or what. But who is outdoors right now on what Suzuki? Is it Colt Nichols? I think Colt Nichols is out there riding Suzuki, right? Man, it's kind of crazy. Suzuki is almost like obsolete at the moment. I heard they're supposed to be making a new bike, but I'd love to see more people sign Suzuki. The only thing is they haven't updated their bike, so I'd love to see a full updated bike and then be like, yeah, you know what, I wish I would have signed with Suzuki this year, you know? But that was a bad freaking lap. That was a 154.3, so hopefully we can pick that up for sure. But hopefully to see Ken Roxon back soon. I don't know if he's for sure doing outdoors, but I believe he is, right? So I don't know what freaking round we're supposed to see him come back, but hopefully soon, man. And there's been a lot of talk with people changing teams. Like KTM's might be picking up Tomac. Like I didn't really know that. I was trying to read up on that. And then you got Chase Sexton trying to go to Kawasaki. And it's like, dude, like, I get it. Like, I think Tomac is just too much of a star, and they're trying to move Hayden Deegan up to 450. You already got Justin Cooper, and you got Cooper Webb. Like, right? Like, I just don't think Tomac's going to be able to, they're going to be able to pay all 4 of those guys. That's a lot of riders, right? So, you know, they're going to keep, obviously, the younger talent. So I think Tomac definitely has a right decision to move out, especially if KTM is losing Chase Sexton, re-signed AP. I think that's the perfect move. And then Tom Vial's going 450. Now, this is the actual question here. Tom Vial's going 450, so therefore you kind of have... Do you have 3 450 riders coming up? To be honest, thinking about that, I don't know. That's a big question right there. Is there going to be 3 450 riders? Tomac, Tom Vial, and AP? Or how is that supposed to work? Or is he getting postponed and going to be on the... Postponed and getting back on the 250? I don't know. That's my question there. But you still got... Dude, twice, bro. What in the chicken bone? 2 different spots that we try to connect, man. I do not have this problem in the setup with my setup. I promise you I don't. I do not have this setup with the little crazy spin outs. But also the front end just felt like I just couldn't dive into that freaking little spot. So, I don't know. This stock, I'm going to probably take it back here. This feels planted, but trying to make turns, it's a little weird. A little iffy on the back end sliding out, and then the front end. So... A 153, that is not good, dude. I'm really going to have to focus up now. So, stand by on this. See if we can at least get a pretty good lap on the stock. Like, we fall again, bro. It's just meant to be, dude. I'm trying my best on the Suzuki Dookie. Man, super excited for Lakewood, though, in the game. I know it's Friday. I'm pretty, I guess, determined to try to make it. I know I could have made it literally for Hangtown, and I just did stupid stuff. I think the biggest thing was I let other people, which I really rarely do this, but I let other people tell me the lines instead of like me figuring out the lines myself. And I think that's what stopped me from going crazy. Like usually I figure out all the lines myself, which I was doing in the beginning, and then I had Patron tell me that this line and this line and that line, and I just felt like I couldn't put it all together. So hopefully this time I don't have nobody, you know, foreshadowing or telling me like how like what lines to do, which is nothing against Patron. Like that wasn't it at all. What I'm saying is just I feel like I operate better on race day with figuring out the track myself, especially when it was Paula. Like I qualified pretty good, so it wasn't like I qualified pretty bad. So that's just the biggest thing, is finding those lines early, man. Finding those lines early and hitting them, dude. And you just really can't tell what the times are going to be until like you get to qualifying, dude. And you're like, oh my God, the lines I thought I was running, here comes freaking 5 different new lines. And you're like, bro, what the chicken boat? So it's just hard, man. It's hard to decipher that code. And I still can't get that inside or slow down at time. So definitely that's something we fixed up on the suspension that we have on the setup. What are we looking at right now? We're up 5 seconds. I fell again in the rut. Chat, I feel like I can't make that up. I don't know why I say chat, but 149. I feel like I can't make that up. That's 3 times in a row I fell towards the end. But ideal lap is a 147, so I guess I'll take it. I don't know. Let's hop over to the setup. All right, so now we're on the setup that I created. Hopefully we can get lower than a 47 ideal. And unless I have any of those freaking mistakes happen again, I just didn't understand where that was coming from. But stock is just a whole different breed, huh? But Suzuki feels good. I'm not gonna lie, like I like it. I think realistically, so now that I'm starting to get to the Suzuki feels like I can run this bike whether if I wanted to have fun in ranked, regular open pub lobbies and stuff like that. That's where I think I would let this bike sing. I don't know if I would take this bike to go qualify for pro-am, pro, you know, amateur, whatever you're in right now. If you're gonna be trying this bike out, that's the perfect thing I would definitely recommend. It's just more or less a ranked and pub lobby thing. I think you can have fun with it. Have people be like, damn, I'm getting beat by a Suzuki, but battling this against like the higher up thing, I don't think it's matched against the KTM, Honda, and Husqvarna meta at all. So that's the only thing I can honestly recommend with this Suzuki for sure. Is it'll definitely get you where you want. It's gonna feel planted, but speed wise, I just don't think it's getting you to the end. So, but I don't know. I also want to see how this bike really does do in E-Road as well. I feel like it's so planted, I can only imagine in E-Road it would be good, right? But I guess that's another test for another time. Good send up, perfect. Gonna go for that inside rut, that middle rut, nice. Good jump over. All right, perfect, good send up. Oh, don't hit that, nice. Yeah, dude, it feels so much more planted, dude. And we should be able to hit this inside like it's nothing. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Good scrub. See where we're at already. So we're at a 46.5 right there. Can we get that 45? A 45 would definitely qualify us. That's what we need, right? A 45 would definitely have qualified us for EU Pro. So that's what we're looking for. What's crazy is like as soon as the races are off, dude, I feel like this is the only time I feel like I'm hot lapping these races or these laps or these tracks. Excuse me, that's what I meant. Like this I feel like this is the only time I'm ever hot lapping these tracks is when I'm actually making these setups. I promise you, like before I was doing these setup videos, I would never come back on these tracks and hot lap. Like I'd ride it with the community, but I don't think I'd ever actually sit here and like try to hot lap. Like these are like straight 3 laps back to back of me trying to go absolutely crazy for you, and that's like the best you're getting. But after that, like I never off camera ever go for hot laps over and over and again. Like I test stuff, but not to the point like that. But and I wouldn't even call these like super hot laps, right? Like these is just like showing off. So I'm just trying to push the bike to the best of the limits. And what's also is the hardest thing is knowing all the actual accessible lines for a hot lap, right? Oh, this is not going to be the best lap. It's not going to be the best lap. We're going to lose a little bit of time right there for going that middle line. So we're going to lose a little bit of time, but hopefully we can gain somewhere different. Nope. So it's going to be one of those little offset ones. It's not going to be like we're super far off the pace, but because I couldn't get that inside, that's exactly what it was. Perfect. And we slide out. Oh, never mind. We sat down too freaking quick, and we spun that back wheel. Dang. Yeah, this second lap is not going to be it, dude. Not going to be it, but we'll bring it back around. Bring it back around. Hopefully we can get an ideal better. I mean, we already ran at 46, so the fact that we're only like maybe 5 off from actually qualifying for the Aerial Pro or EU, I'll take that. Like, we're already only 4.5 off, so that's really close into being on a Suzuki. We went a little too wide right there. Gonna lose a little bit of time. I'm gonna go ahead and return to pit and restart this lap. Not gonna be happy with that. I feel like we can get at least close to the 45. We're already up on the time, so let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. It's gonna be perfect. It's gotta be perfect, right? Good low send. Full outside spot. There we go. Good corner speed to the outside. Scrub again, stay low. Up to 5th. Good send into the corner. Drive, drive, drive. Good scrub. We're like up 0.1/0.2. As long as we can keep that right now, I'm happy with it. Nice. Perfect. Money. All right, we're up almost 0.4. We're almost up 0.4. No, I couldn't get the wheel. We're still up though. I couldn't get the wheel. I feel like there's a better line through there, and I feel like there's a better line through here. But this is just natural to me, like right there. Like that full inside. I know that those bumps is probably what's killing me a lot, but it just feels like okay to hit. Oh my God. Didn't get a full connect in, but we're so close. We're so close. Would the inside be faster here, or is the full outside just where it's at? I mean, we got a 46.2. I felt like I had to really push. Hey, 145.9 would have. That's an ideal. A 145.9 that would have made us in 100%. So I guess you can't see it. There we go. I feel happy with it. I feel happy with the setup. We did pretty okay. So let's go ahead and show it off. W in my book. W's in my book. Let's go ahead and show it. Oh, you can't see it with the controller. Keep forgetting you can't see it. There you go. PSI is 13.4. 5.0. That wasn't in the way of the other ones, was it? Nah, it wasn't. All right, there we go. 1452. I didn't go 1352. I felt like it was just stringing out too quick. So 1452 felt pretty good here. And then, yeah, 23, 11, 8, 43. I'm still enjoying this geometry. It's really nice. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe button. Thank you guys for the support. And hope you enjoy the Suzuki. Bye, 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 bye.